Hey guys, welcome to a closer glimpse, a little bit of a more relaxed channel here. Not that the other one isn't all that strict, but this one definitely is. Here is basically the first iteration of a orbital sandpaper holder storage solution that I have with French cleats built in, and you can see I got a bunch of them over there, but that's the new version. Not much has changed except for really one key indicator here, and if I can get this out, yeah. These, see that little pin? These used to hold this together. I'll give you some close-ups of it right there. Essentially, really it's not a bad design. A couple things that I didn't like. One was something that I noticed right away, is that if you have two of these or something up against it, these kind of make it so you can't nest things together. The new version, you can definitely do that. The other thing was, when people, I've had two people talk about this. When they bought this, they sent me an email. They said, Chris, look, when I got it home, which one did I take out? Was it this one? When I got it home, anyway, one of these little L brackets that wedged in there went flying, and it became completely gone in their shops, and they weren't able to find it. So I figured, well, should I just give them extra in the pack? Well, I didn't do that. I figured it was time to redesign it to where these aren't necessary, and that's what you're going to see here. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so here's what you can expect when you open the package if you order this, which I hope you do. Here you go. So basically, you've got all of your shelves here. You've got a couple of them here that are going to look a little bit different, and I'll explain what that is. And this thing goes together pretty easily. And then I think this is kind of cool. I actually use the inner circle that you really don't need for where these are actually cut out of. So you're going to want to keep this one. This ring here, where these are cut out of, you don't need this. You can toss that aside. But you're gonna have these little tabs, and I'll explain what those are here just in a second. And again, here's another shelf, but really it's a top and the bottom, essentially. You've got your left and right sides, okay? And you've got a back support for your French cleat in case your cleats are spaced differently. This is really handy. You're gonna like that feature. And again, extra shelves. Not extra, just everything you need. So here is the first step in putting this. So essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna start off with your back. Okay, make sure that all of your slots here are gonna be facing towards the bottom. And again, your cleats are gonna be referenced at the top. So you can kind of get the gist here. When you go to put your back on your sides, you're gonna wanna put the, I'm doing it wrong. You're gonna wanna put that just like so, okay? So that's what we're gonna do, but we're not gonna do that just yet, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the top, which is gonna have my logo, which can be covered up with sandpaper if you were so inclined to do so, and you wanna orient this logo to the front, and this is one of the coolest features I've come up with yet. Satisfying click, okay. There's the once you got that clicked in, you're gonna take your bottom. Again, the curves go towards the front. And again, with the click, it's just so satisfying. Now, here is the only tricky part in this whole thing, which is not very tricky at all. Basically, you're gonna install the back just like this. Making sure, like I said before, these slots are facing, downwards. All you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of splay these out just a little bit, and you're just gonna slide this in to where those joints fit right together. And this is not gonna click. This is just gonna be held in place with just standard box joints. The second step here in this is the other side. Basically, you're gonna have time to click this in place. Nothing's gonna move. And again, just take your time and line everything up. And that final click is gonna be basically an entire unit, right? Whole thing is together. There is no glue in this whatsoever. This is a patent pending design, by the way, okay? All right, so, I mean, essentially at this point, you're just about done because everything else is gonna be basically removable shelves. Now, here's the coolest part about this. These shelves just slide in these grooves here. I can do this upside down. and they compress in just a little bit to give you a nice snug fit. Here's the deal. Your 6-inch sandpaper discs just barely eclipse the surface right there. That way you can grab them out and whatnot. But say you got 5-inch discs, and that is where these slots and this little thing comes in handy. When you install this one now, all the way to the back, now your 5-inch discs stop at the same spot in the front, okay? That is why that's there. So the options are there. You don't need to use these at all, but essentially, there you go. You're going to put all of your shelves in. You're gonna load these up. I'll show you what that looks like. Before we go showing you exactly everything that this entails, I'm gonna show you this back support. This is really cool. This again is that same clickable kind of action, really neat. And it does come out with a little bit of coercing. Now this is here because in case your cleat spacing is so, this can either reference here or another couple inches or another couple inches, giving you the option to get the support you need, right? Depending on your cleat setup. So I find that this works well for most people's setup. So there you go. That's pretty much it. And this is what you're gonna get. It's all gonna be however you need it, customized to 5 or 6 inches. Again, you can either store a sander on top, or you can just keep extra sandpaper up there as well. And you can see here over at this wall, I've got quite a few of these because I have a variety of sandpaper that I use pretty much all the time. Well guys, thank you so much for checking this little demonstration out. And again, this ring goes up here. You can tack this in place with a little bit of wood glue if you like, or you really don't even need to install it, but I just kind of leave it there in place on all of mine. It is what it is, and it's there for you to kind of customize for whatever your need is. And again, thank you for joining me for this little video here on A Closer Glimpse. This is my second channel. If you're not familiar with my first channel, I'm gonna link it down below. And again, thanks for joining me. This is kind of a more kind of relaxed space, and I really haven't posted here much in the past, and I probably should. A little more vlog style, kind of day-to-day stuff. Yeah, and if you happen to catch this and you want to see that kind of stuff, I mean, why not, you know? Yeah. There you go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video. And again, these are going to be linked down below on the website, and these do go on sale from time to time. I like to add some value to people when, you know, just, I feel like that this stuff, I mean, I don't know, man. This stuff has been curated by me over the past few years, and I get a little, you know, I get a little emotional thinking about the fact that this is kind of doing okay. It keeps me from having a job, and this is essentially what we do now. So thank you for your support. Thank you for the return buyers. And while you're down on the website, all new customers can sign up for a newsletter and get 10% off their entire order. And that is something I'm really looking to do, is curate a bigger newsletter audience. I call them the Glimpse Insiders. And you guys know who you are, and thank you for the support. And I appreciate the motivation and the feedback. And it's really great to help you guys out in your shops. And I thank you again. Have a good day, guys. See ya.